In November of 2014, the South Shore Locavores hosted their first pie marathon night back when they were over at the Beale House in Kingston. They brought in a decent-sized crowd, but it was mostly members and a few of their friends. The crowd grew in their second year when they moved to the Kingston Council on Aging. And this year, the turnout was off the charts. The plan was to make 76 apple pies for the Greater Plymouth Food Warehouse. We're pretty sure they exceeded their expectations. Brian brings us the story.
Just how many people does it take to make a few apple pies? Well, if you're taking part in the South Shore Locavores annual pie-making marathon, it seems to take more every year they do it. And even though the event is held in Kingston, this crowd was made up of folks from all over the South Shore and covered every age range from kids to seniors.
Word spreads very quickly. I know there are people from a number of towns here. I live in Bridgewater. I know there are folks from Hanson, they're from Whitman, from Plymouth, Kingston. Word has spread. This is a fun place to be, and it's a great event. And tonight, I'm not a great judge of numbers. Over 100 people, I think, are here. And we will definitely make at least 76 pies.
Even if it wasn't 100 people, it sure sounded like it, and everyone had a station to work at. Kind of like a pie-making assembly line. In the kitchen, if you could squeeze in there, that's where you find the apple peelers. Just outside the kitchen is where all the seasoning takes place. Apples are delicious on their own, but if you want that otherworldly apple pie flavor, it's got to pass through the seasoning station. From there, it's onto the rolling station. These are your unsung heroes, taking 76 wads of dough and using some elbow grease to roll out the perfect pie crusts. The next stop is where things get creative. The crusts are placed in pans and filled with the seasoned apples and eventually covered with the crust top. Here, the workers are given artistic license to put on their signature design. And that takes us to our last stop. The packaging station might not have the same pizzazz as the rest of the assembly line. That shouldn't undercut its importance. Once the pies are packaged here and given the nutritional labels along with cooking instructions, they're taken to the Greater Plymouth Food Bank to be frozen and eventually given out as part of a Thanksgiving meal to families in need. And while the Pie Marathon night may get the headlines, donating food items to the food pantry is something the Locavores like to encourage at every meeting.
One of the things that we've tried to do, and this has been a part of the South Shore Locavores and the foodie group, we call ourselves the foodie group also, is to give back. And every week when we come, there's no charge to participate and to come to any of the programs. And we have a different program each month and a different theme. But people are encouraged to bring an item for the food pantry. I mean, so all along, we are collecting and sharing from our own bounty.
A community event like this is also a great chance to bring together all age groups united behind one common cause.
It's a fun way to spend an evening. It's a great project. And, you know, I don't know, we have so much to be grateful for that it's good to be able to share.
And it looks like the record number of people that showed up cranked out a record number of pies, because at last count, there were 85 pies that were made tonight. Reporting from the Kingston Council on Aging, Brian Sullivan, PACTV Community News.
There's a big barrel over there, I think.